As most of you know, Clash of Clans did 2 Q&As on Reddit this year, with both of them containing crazy information about Town Hall 17 and other future updates. We now know that a new Town Hall level will be coming out roughly every year, and this means that we're probably getting Town Hall 17 within the next couple of months. We also know that Town Hall 17 will ditch the usual Giga Inferno weapon and replace it with a built-in Eagle artillery. And lastly, we know that there's a pretty good chance that a 5th hero will come out with Town Hall 17. So, all of this information begs a few questions. How will there be enough room on the map for Town Hall 17 and future Town Halls? Will the Town Hall be too OP with a built-in Eagle artillery? And how could the developers possibly add a 5th hero without breaking the game? Well, we're covering all of that in this video, so grab a cup of elixir because we need to find out if Town Hall 17 will break Clash of Clans. Let's start with talking about the map size problem. This is one of the biggest and most recurring issues in Clash of Clans. Whenever players think of future Town Hall levels, I feel like the thought of running out of room for new buildings is always on their minds, and it's on the developers' minds too. Because it's true, the map is getting full. I mean, take a look at these max Town Hall 16 bases that I found at the top of the leaderboards. You can see that these bases are already tight, leaving barely any room for new buildings and defenses, which we expect to see with every new Town Hall level. Some of you are probably thinking that the developers could just expand the map, which seems like the obvious solution, but they have stated in the past that they're not going to do this. Here's a reply from the former community manager when a player asked about expanding the map. In the reply he says, "One of the reasons why we haven't expanded the map size is the time constraints of a single attack. Looking at the 3-star rates and the average amount of time it takes to do a 3-star, expanding the map would make it significantly more difficult to do so. It runs the risk of running into lots of timers running out." So yeah, what he said and the fact that the team would have to expand every scenery puts the map expanding idea out of consideration for now. Although I am pretty sure they expanded it like 9 years ago or something. Anyways, with that idea smacked off the table, you may be wondering what the heck they're going to do to make more room. Well, luckily the Clash of Clans team is really good at finding solutions to this. They always come up with some really smart way to combat this problem. In the past, they have removed unnecessary buildings like 4 of the barracks, leaving only 1 normal barracks and 1 dark barracks. And let's be honest, this was a genius decision because those 4 barracks buildings were completely unnecessary. So now, to make more room for Town Hall 17 or future Town Halls, the developers could always do this same thing again and remove other unnecessary buildings like maybe collectors or storages, for example. They could always reduce the golden elixir storages to 1 each and make the 1 remaining storage hold the loot of 4. And other than completely removing buildings, we have also seen things like turning the Town Hall and builder huts into defenses. This made it so players had new content to enjoy without having to add any new buildings. So who knows, maybe we could see the storages turning into weapons, or maybe the collectors, or even walls. There's a lot of opportunities to do this. And lastly, we have recently seen the merging buildings feature, which was introduced last year with Town Hall 16. To merge buildings, you take 2 max cannons or 2 max archer towers and merge them together, making a better version of the original. And honestly, I think merging buildings is an amazing feature because it not only makes more room, but it also gives players new content. So whenever the Clash team decides to add a new building and they don't have much room, they could just introduce another merged archer tower or cannon, which basically deletes 1 building to make room for the new building. We could also probably see other buildings being merged in the future, like maybe the mortars and wizard towers. Now, with all of that being said, I think it's safe to say that we will not be running out of space on the map anytime soon. Whenever Supercell decides to add new buildings, they will have a few, as we just mentioned, really solid options to make more room. Plus, they rarely even add new buildings, so yeah, we really don't need to worry about the map size problem right now, but you know, it could definitely be a problem in the future. So who knows, maybe someday they will have to expand the map. Anyways, now let's get into the Town Hall 17 Eagle Artillery change. Ever since Town Hall 13, we have had an Inferno Tower type weapon inside the Town Hall, but in one of the Q&A questions, Supercell said that there's an 80% chance that they will be changing this to an Eagle Artillery for Town Hall 17. And honestly, I think this is really exciting. It will be a fresh update after literally 5 years of the Giga Inferno. But the question is, will this be too OP? Considering that the Eagle Artillery is one of the most powerful defenses in the game, the one in the Town Hall will probably be really good. Plus, it will likely be even better than the normal artillery because that was the case with the Giga Inferno compared to a normal Inferno Tower in the past Town Halls. We also know that Town Hall 17 is going to be a harder level similar to Town Hall 15 because Town Hall 16 was an easier level. What I'm saying here is that this could play into the Town Hall's artillery being pretty overpowered. But should we worry about this? I say probably not, because the Clash of Clans team is usually good at balancing things. And I mean usually, not always, because, you know, rude riders. But yeah, I think it'll be fine. And even if it is too overpowered, maybe they could balance it out with some really good equipment or something. Maybe we'll finally get the rumored legendary equipment with Town Hall 17. And speaking of new things that might come out, we need to talk about a potential 5th hero. But right before that, I just gotta say quickly that I would really appreciate it if you subscribe, because I make Clash of Clans videos, and if you like Clash of Clans, I'm sure that you will like my videos. With that being said, in the first of the 2 Q&As, Supercell said that they plan on adding more heroes to Clash of Clans. So this pretty much confirms that we'll eventually get a 5th hero. And I know some of you are probably thinking negatively of this, because you're probably wondering, how are players supposed to keep track of 5 heroes when they can barely keep track of 4, and how could Supercell possibly think it's a good idea to add a 5th hero? It'd be way too strong to use 5 heroes in a single attack. You are completely right, and thankfully Supercell is completely aware of this. They said in that same Q&A answer that it's unlikely that we will be able to use more than 4 heroes in a single attack. And they said if they add a 5th hero that they'll have to introduce some sort of system where you can only use 4 heroes at a time. The community has talked about a similar system in the past. I have mentioned it in past videos, and the biggest Clash of Clans content creator, Judoslav, has discussed it before. In fact, I think he originally came up with it. So yeah, a system where you could only use 4 heroes at once would be kind of similar to the pets. You can only use 1 pet for each hero. So for this new system, maybe there would be something like a selection screen where you select which 4 heroes you're going to use in that specific attack. So yeah, I think if they add a system like this, it will be amazing. Not only would it balance having 5 or more heroes in the game, but you could also cycle through your heroes having 1 upgrading at all times. I'm going to be honest though, that second part almost seems too good to be true, so maybe the team will introduce a different system. But anyways, we're kind of going off track a little bit because this video is about Town Hall 17, not specifically the 5th hero. So the question is, will a 5th hero come out with Town Hall 17? I have no idea, but there is definitely a good chance. In the Q&A answer where Supercell talked about the 5th hero, they said that the system is in early stages of development, and that Q&A was a while ago, so I'm pretty sure that they could have this system ready by the time Town Hall 17 comes out. If I had to guess, I would actually guess that we are getting a 5th hero with Town Hall 17, but there's absolutely no guarantee. Anyways, with everything in this video being said, it's time for the big question. Will Town Hall 17 break Clash of Clans? Well, the answer is a pretty obvious no. Town Hall 17 is not going to break Clash of Clans. We're not going to run out of space anytime soon. The Giga Eagle artillery in the Town Hall could definitely be OP, but I think it'll be fine. And if a 5th hero comes out with Town Hall 17, I think the balance will be just fine because Supercell they know what they're doing. Most of the time, not all the time. Removing the skin from the gold pass was really dumb, but whatever.